Hello there, welcome everybody. It's Diorama Don here. This is my second attempt at making a drum kit. You may have seen my previous video where I had the double bass drum kit. So this is just another version of it. I did say in my last video I would show you how I make the cymbals, but I still can't make them yet. They still look awful. The drums are fine and the stands are fine. But I haven't perfected how to make the cymbals. I've tried various ways, but I will perfect a way and I will show you. But for the time being, this is my second drum kit, and I will show you how I went about making it. So let's get on with the video. But before we do that, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe and you'll be informed when new videos come along. I will be making other drum kits. The next one I hope will be John Bonham's kit. So click that subscribe button and you will be informed when it's up and ready. In the meantime, let's get on with how I made this kit. So if you're going to make a drum kit, the most difficult part is getting the shells the right size. To get something as concentrically circular for different sizes of drums, it's very difficult. You could use a bit of piping and cut a bit of plastic piping off. That would do for one size, but you need different sizes and reasonably accurate as well. So I do it this way because I can have any size I like, and I know a drum isn't solid, but by the time you've got your heads on top and bottom, nobody knows. You can't tell if it's solid or just a cylinder. So this is how I make my drums. I make them 1/8 scale, which means that any size that you have in full size, then divide by 8. So it's pretty easy. So if you've got an 8-inch depth of drum, this one, sorry, 8-inch that way. what do you call it? The width, diameter. Divide by 8 is 1 inch. So that's easy. Yeah, and it does. Honestly, it goes for all the sizes that you need. So you decide what size drums you want. Toms are normally 12 and 14, and floor tom 16. So again, 16 inches divided by 8 is 2, so 2 inches. Easy enough. So there's my floor tom, there's my bass drum, nice deep one again. And you can cut the polystyrene accordingly. So I've made up my bass drum and floor tom, and I've got these to do yet. I'll show you this one, it's a better one. This is the small tom. So I've cut my discs, put that onto polystyrene, cut around it, and then used a sander to get the sides smooth, like that, and then put the other end on like that, and then again smooth it out so that it's a nice shape, and stick those bits on, stick those cardboards on, and you'll keep those on, we'll keep them. Okay, so there is my shells. I've got all the right size shells, and it hasn't cost me any money so far. A little bit of cardboard, a little bit of polystyrene, no money. Then I went to the shop and I bought some of this sticky back plastic. Okay, I've chosen red this time, so we're going to have a red drum kit. And this was 15 baht, about 20 pence, something like that, for an A4 size sheet. But don't take the back off, leave the back on. It's not going to stick to polystyrene anyway. And cut it so that it's wider than your bass drum. Okay, Then I'm going to just put a bead of glue along that edge and stick that on as square as I possibly can on that drum there. Pull this round as tightly as I possibly can, and then another bead of glue down there, and that will close that up like so. And it doesn't matter then if it's not quite square, if there's a gap like that, because you're going to get a craft knife and take away this excess on the top and the bottom, so it'll be exactly right when you've done that. Okay, so I've got 5 drums. I'll put 5 drums together, come back and we'll do the next bit. So I covered all the drums with the red plastic covering that I showed you before, and put the rims on. I used this very thin cardboard on my previous set of drums, which I said at the time was a little too thin. It's only 0.5 millimetre thin. So I glued 2 pieces together. No, this is the thin. So 2 pieces together makes up 1 millimetre thick card. And then if I cut a piece 3/16, what's that, about 4 mil? I forget now. And then peel off the back of the covering. It's very sticky. Put that on there. It's a bit long, I'll cut that bit off. So you've got that kind of thing. And then if the card is in the middle, all you need to do is bring the bottom up like that, and that up like that, and you've got your rim. You can put that all around, and 1 millimetre thick is about the right thickness then for a rim of a drum. So that's the right thickness. So that's how I did the rims. The actual heads of the drums, I just cut out other circles with the thin card, with white thin card, so that it's the right colour. And now I've got to put my nut boxes and nuts. So for the bass drum, which the rim I painted black, and then put a little red strip all the way around, just to make it look right. What's all that? So with barbecue sticks and toothpicks, that's all you need. So the barbecue stick I cut to length, and then did the same thing. Where is it? Using my plastic sheet, sticky back stuff. So just in case a piece of, getting my words mixed up, casing a piece of barbecue stick with this sticky back plastic. And it's rather like rolling a cigarette. You start off sticking it to one side and then rolling it around, and end up with something like that. And that will be my nut case. It'll be an extended long piece across the width of the drum, and then with the thinner pieces like that, doing the same kind of thing somehow, that will represent the nuts holding the head on. Okay, so there'll be one either side, and then 8 all around the bass drum. And then I haven't quite decided how many around the other drums. Snare drum, obviously you put the silver around the snare drum to make it look chrome looking. I hope you've got all that. Try to explain it. Okay, so I'll carry on, put my nut boxes on, and then we'll take it to the next stage. So all the drums all finished now. I put all the fittings on each drum and fitted them, or fitted the two toms onto the drum. Again, it's just two barbecue sticks, two sticking out there, one across there, and then a piece of cardboard with the silver plastic covering. Easy enough with polystyrene, because all you need is the sharpened end, and just stick it into the polystyrene, and it's a good solid fit. Okay, and the feet, two toothpicks, again covered in the silver plastic. Again, stick the sharp end up into the polystyrene, and there we have bass drum and two tom-toms. The floor tom, toothpicks for the feet. Once you have covered a toothpick with the silver sticky back plastic, you would think that you can't bend toothpicks, you can't bend them. But once you've got the covering on, like with this, you can just get a pair of pliers and just ease it over. So it will stay like that, and it will give you the proper shape of the bottom of a floor tom, like so. So it doesn't matter then if you just break the sort of like that. Obviously that is no good without a covering on, but with the covering on, then it's fine. It's all stays together. Okay, so we've got the floor tom, we've got the snare drum, and I've made the stand for the snare drum, which I will show you in a moment. And we've got the hi-hat. So again, same basic principle, and also the stool, and I've made a little bass drum pedal there. So stands, what you need is drinking straws that will fit into each other. So I've got a larger straw there, a smaller one there, and then the barbecue stick will fit into that. So we've got that effect. And then when you cover with the silver plastic, then it will look like that. So these are the cymbal stands, and so there'll be two of those. Now the bottom of the stands, what you need to do, with 2mm cardboard, cut or draw with a pair of compasses an inch, I think 1 3/8 inches diameter. Okay, then from the center draw a line out to the edge, and then measure 3 equal distances around the circle. So you've got that equal space like that, and then either side of the line draw 2 lines about 2-3mm thick, so you've got that shape. Then cut that out, cut that shape out, and you'll be left with that shape. And then again on the 3 legs, cover that with silver plastic, push those up together, and then they will sit in the middle like that. Okay, so you've got that. Then with some toothpicks that you've covered in the silver again, then they fit at 90 degrees to these arms sticking out, and then onto the center of the stand, and it will go like that. So it will honestly, it will look like that when you've done. So there's the 3 arms coming up, and then 3 toothpicks coming down. Okay, that will give you the shape, and of course it's off the ground. The center is off the ground. It doesn't touch the ground. It's only the 3 feet that do. Okay, so that will be the cymbal stands. and then there'll be a boom arm on the top somehow like that. Okay, so I'll finish everything off apart from the cymbals. I'll come back and we'll look at the cymbals. So I've finished the whole drum kit off now. It seems to me there are three parts to making drum kits. There's the shells, the drums themselves, the stands and the cymbals. Well, I think the drums themselves are okay. I'm quite happy with those. And now that I've made my second set of stands, they are fine, but I haven't perfected the cymbals yet. So I did promise in the last video that I would show you how I go about making the cymbals, but I'm not happy with them yet. So it will be the next video. I'm going to attempt to make a John Bonham's drum kit with the timpanis and the paste gong behind. So it's going to be a big kit. So that will be the next video. But for now, I'll leave it as it is, this ordinary drum kit, and I'll hopefully perfect how I make the cymbals for next time, if you can be patient enough. Okay, well, thank you very much anyway for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Yeah, just please subscribe. Click the like button and you'll be informed when I put a new video up, which will be in a few days' time with John Bonham's drum kit. Can't be missed. Okay, so thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.